the one end. So at the time you're talking about succeeding, one day was not one nine. You're on a fake passport. I Jimebia or one Nigeria. Kendi on a for plate numbers and all of those things in Ndi Igbo. And China fast forward to Radio Biafra. When Radio Biafra started, it tried to tap into a lot of the people in the diaspora. There's a nostalgia that Igbo people in Nigeria have that is different from the nostalgia that Ndi Igbo have. That nostalgia is frozen in time. If you know that is based on how frozen they are in the nostalgia. Ndi Igbo, massob women, they were counting that as Biafra's succession. It happened be since I happened from Nigeria or Nigeria, most of the language around that time was Ndi Igbo need to be free. It was massob group and they are fighting for whatever they are fighting for. We could make the differentiation between, but the difference between the people in diaspora is that Igbo, they will buy into it. And that was what Radio Biafra tapped into, that nostalgia. That's they were basically just reading the news about what's happening in the Southeast, talking about projects and talking about, building memory for Ndi Igbo. Those are the things that Ndi Igbo and diaspora already relate to, because every Ghana I give pay a borehole or something. Getting money from a diaspora to do a project that will help Ndi Igbo more, symbolizing Ndi Igbo, was very easy. And Radio Biafra tapped into that part of the nostalgia. And when Radio Biafra introduced their version of Biafra, it was not first Biafra. It was more So by the time people knew what was happening, things have moved directly into self-defense. First, it was positioned as self-determination. I negotiate, highlight the Igbo grievances in Nigeria, Igbo marginalization, all of those flowering things that make us feel better. By the time Radio Biafra was no longer now a radio station. It's now a movement, an organization. And what was this movement asking for? It was asking to speed from Nigeria. Attempt that if I go back that has eroded in our collective consciousness as Igbo people because of the mention of Biafra, the coming of massob, the coming of Radio Biafra, the coming of IPOB, and all of their iterations and all of their factions. You realize that Biafra in this context is a reaction. It is not the root problem.